And then that, yeah, with a master today.
Oh,
We're going fancy with it.
you're on Doctor Who, on it?
Yeah. We're doing what?
Doctor Who. The master.
Oh,
Anyway.
oh yeah.
Hey, too late in the morning for this for me.
Big old wrinkly guy,
Well,
isn't he?
sometimes.
Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of someone
You're,
else.
well, sometimes.
Davros or something.
No, that's
Who's the old
Davros. That's Davros.
Davros?
Master is the one that is like the Doctor and he can regenerate. He's like a Time Lord as well. He just fucking hates him. Do you know what? I don't even know if it's ever explained. He's just like, I hate him. Literally,
I've never seen it to an extent where I can call myself a Doctor Who.
A Whovian?
A Whovian.
See, that would put me off a wee bit.
A Whovian?
It's just like Doctor Who. It's like, oh, what do you call a fan of Doctor Who? A Whovian. It's like
a Trekkie, Star Trekkie.
What are fans of Star Wars called? Like
one.
virgins? Is it just
losers?
Yeah,
no life. Bruh. I don't think there is one. I don't think
Star Wars. Do you know? I was talking to my friend Kathleen about this show. Just we were talking about like because we're planning on making a short film.
Yeah.
Now dealing with the Catholic Church in the 1945, 1946 and the killing of 9,000 babies in Tuam, Ireland, and well all over the place, but specifically we're talking about Tuam, Ireland, mother and baby homes scenario. Starting the podcast light. And we were just talking about religion stuff, and I just kind of thought like, do you know that Jediism is a thing?
Oh yeah,
and I kind of want to read into it.
And there's people that have learned what's the language?
Arabic.
Arabic, yeah, they've learnt it off.
Man, see if you're walking about.
Nothing to do with your life.
No, see if you're walking about speaking Arabic and you find somebody else that speaks it, marry them because nobody else is doing that.
It'll be a happy relationship. That'll last
long.
Do you know? I saw this on Twitter the other day. Someone's like, I find it hilarious that when the US killed Osama bin Laden, the first people to publicly announce it were The Rock and John Cena.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it was at WrestleMania, wasn't it? It was at WrestleMania.
It was actually, yeah.
Yeah,
I've never seen the clip.
With hustle, loyalty, respect on my sleeve. That is a credo I have adopted from the men and women who defend the freedom of this country.
He's setting it up very well. He's getting the crowd going.
We have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden.
2011, and there's all these reactions. People be like, "What?" But it's the way he said. So he doesn't just say, "We've killed Osama bin Laden,
compromised him permanently, or something."
We have captured and compromised to a permanent. You killed him. Shot him in the face.
Hey, and just chill. Not even just the men, but the women and children too.
Which is hilarious to me. But
what?
No. That flip. Sorry, hilarious to me that
you woke me up there. I mean, I heard.
Sorry, hilarious to me that the
first people.
The first people that announced the death of Osama bin Laden were the Rock and John Cena.
Me being pretty chill there, and then I got woke up. You see my actual eyes. The crust was wiped out of my eyes there when you said, "Oh, that's so hilarious to me." When the women and children were gunned down.
But yeah,
no, they said they didn't. Who's believing?
Oh, they did.
Who's believing that? Man, they just went. Literally, just because, like, you know,
not funny. It's not. No, we're not laughing at that. We're laughing at my little mix-up. Is what we're laughing at. Yeah, apologies for that. Welcome back to Dolecast.
Hello.
Just before we start into it properly, we've already brought the.
Is this an ad?
It's 15 seconds.
Do it at the start.
It has to be done, lad.
No, we'll record it separately.
No.
I hate it.
Subscribe
watch
to the YouTube.
Subscribe now.
Subscribe to
YouTube. 92% of the audience doesn't watch it.
Over 50% of the people watching this
YouTube
video.
So I can keep my sanity here.
It's 30 seconds.
It should literally just be at the very start of the video.
I love every week. I get a text every single week
because it doesn't work for me. Do you know what I did?
Oh, sorry.
Do you know what I was listening to? I was listening to work the other day. What?
Go for it.
I just skipped it.
It was with 30 seconds, so you've missed valuable content.
No, I didn't. I skipped it.
You've missed valuable content.
Do it like this.
Watch the video version on YouTube.
Everyone skips ads.
Okay. Watch the video version on YouTube because I'm up to the early hours editing this nonsense. Okay? I'm allowed to put in an advert for 30 seconds to say, please go and look at my craftsmanship. There's a lovely set
Video's
here.
also on Spotify. But watch YouTube.
Thank you. There's a lovely set here. Have a look at it. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say. Stephen Nolan's been done this week for planting BBC audience members in his show. Have you seen this?
Aye.
And he released a statement.
Are we going to get done for the same thing? Because we have a producer here, like...
Oh yeah, producer Ryan's here. Hi, producer Ryan.
Hello.
And Stephen was not happy, and he had to take it up with his lawyers. He had to take it up with the lawyers now. Paul Tweed, whoever that is, Stephen Nolan's lawyer.
Bro pulling that guy from 1800 Ireland, bro.
Paul Tweed.
Bro's coming out here looking for potatoes. Genuinely, like,
Did you see what he said? He so it was obviously
Paul
like,
Tweed.
It was Paul Tweed. Oh, I typed up Stephen Nolan. I forgot I have the Stephen Dolan Twitter account.
That's the stupidest thing ever, man. It's actually yeah, because he got done for some guy. He's like, I want this guy on. Here's his nudes. Is that not it?
This is his personal statement. We've had days of headlines about me and the Nolan team in the papers this week. I'm not ignoring the story. It's just that the BBC has processes in place to deal with staff complaints, and I totally respect those processes. They have to be confidential for them to work. I do want to say one thing though. I'm sorry. There was a photo. It was widely available on the internet, and I was talking to a long-term friend and peer outside of work over 6 years ago. I'm deeply sorry about it, but as I explained, I cannot comment on matters which were fully investigated by the BBC at the time. There have been other headlines too, including the suggestion we manipulate programmes by planting staff in the studio audience.
We do.
I can speak about that on the record. That's completely categorically false.
That is completely categorically false. Yeah. You know the way he's saying it.
We
like,
don't do that in the Nolan team. We value our relationship with you too much to compromise it. With regards to all these false allegations that have been made about me, these are now in the hands of my lawyer, Paul Tweed.
You know what the crack is? The amount of freaks that are in the Nolan audience anyway, you wouldn't need plants.
Yeah.
Do you know? You're just like...
Yeah, my dad and a friend, P. Diddy, went to the Nolan show once. They got tickets.
Just...
And I was like, how was it? He was like, no, sure, I wasn't. You know, you weren't going to see Coldplay. It was
No.
Fat man talking. There was a penguin talking.
Literally.
For an hour and a half. I'm telling you, one day I'm gonna make that video. I'm gonna make like a Belfast Batman, and I have Nolan at the centre of it as the penguin. I'm gonna scour. I'm gonna do my research for hours and hours. I'm gonna scour.
It's not gonna be worth it.
I'm gonna scour the internet for voice lines that match up with things that you could threaten a mass superhero with.
See, to be honest, out of all the people in this country, and I don't really particularly agree with the use of AI generated voices, but if there's anyone in this country that has enough clear, crisp audio to run through an AI program to make an AI generated voice, it's Stephen Nolan.
Stephen Nolan.
Yeah.
Speaking of running, he's not doing much of it.
Right.
I'd love to get him on the podcast. I don't think that's ever possible.
No.
Not even from the. I think just the name alone, he would be like, I'm not doing that. Which should be like, fair enough. But also, I saw you at the centre getting a 12-pack of potato, didn't I?
He said it as if it's a real thing.
I've told this story many times. But
So
my
many times.
falling through his roof because it's just like a.
Why?
Yeah. Gillian was a big girl when she was younger and she fell through the roof.
Really?
Yeah, it was a fat Kristen Rhodes. She was. And fat Kristen Rhodes. Her nickname was Screwball because every day the ice cream man would come down the van and he'd say, alright, Screwball, what do you want? He'd hand her a Screwball. Fat. And
that's awful.
Yes, that's how. And then I was going to say they must have flimsy floorboards in Nolan's house, but I wouldn't surprise me at all if they weren't flimsy at all.
And it was
just went straight through them.
Well, no, I'd say Stephen's probably worn them down.
Yes, true. Stephen really used all his strength to open the pickle jar, and then all Gillian did was, and she went through, I think it was through the floorboards.
Just literally the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, exactly. And no one was a camel.
Speaking of, if breaking the camel's back, stick no one on a camel. Anyway.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Why is this? This has just turned into
shaming.
Hate fest. But
earlier this week, I wasn't there for Monday, but you were there for Monday.
Yes,
we're doing the Tea Candle music video for Sweet Neptune, who did the intro for this podcast. That I've said many times. So thank you very much, guys, for doing that. What was Monday like? I was only there for this.
Monday I had a great time, a very good time. I'm not going to give too much away, just because it's like the music video. It'll not be out by the time it's uploaded. We're editing it next week. And to be honest, we're probably going to get done in like 1 or 2 sessions, and that'll be done.
Yeah.
Ideally, out for very late August, early September.
Yeah.
So around that time, it'll be on the Sweet Neptune YouTube channel. Don't know where else it's going, but we'll promote it. We'll all promote it.
Yeah.
We'll all promote it, right? It's like a gunshot. But yeah, it was very good. It's I'm not giving too much away, but we had very kind of weirdish costumes. Not weirdish, but something you wouldn't see in Lady Dixon Park at 12 p.m. on a Monday.
Yeah.
Literally just all we got was I was worried about like people being like, oh, you're not allowed to do this, whatever. All you got was, you don't see us in the park normally.
Is that what someone said?
Literally someone walked out, and then you had some guy walking his dog going, and then literally walked like 20 years ahead of us, and then just went,
you take a photo?
taking a couple of pictures and then walked on. But as in just about like, to be fair, there was 7 of us there.
Yeah.
One of them is 6'8".
Yeah.
In a full, I'm not gonna give too much away, but in a full black morph suit,
Yeah.
covered in items. I'm not gonna say tea candles. Covered in tea candles. You had Ben Dean Sam, shout out all the members of the band. You had me, you had Yasmin, who's been on the podcast, and Joel, who's a cameraman. So there was like 7 of them. It was a good team.
Yeah.
And we had tripods out. We had all our cameras out. We had a record player, which a couple of really good shots in that. And like, you knew it was enough to like, oh, they're clearly doing something there.
Yeah.
But I was just like,
and it was a good time.
great time. Weather was lovely, really lovely. So like the stuff that we actually got, just good crack. Because like we got a lot of like filmic stuff done.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it to be a little bit of a story, and then after that I was just like work away. Just
Stuff.
go crazy.
Yeah.
And then we did a bit of filming 2 days ago, studio, where we got like some more stuff done. That's it all finished. So they tell you we got some dominoes after.
Yeah, so I saw the clips there.
Oh my goodness!
Nice.
We're ending the music video in the same kind of way that the Avengers 2012 and their film.
Big massive mukbang of shawarma.
Big massive mukbang of shawarma. Never had shawarma.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to see it because just from what I saw on Thursday when I was there,
Monday was more of the actual like story stuff. So we got like kind of like.
Was it Thursday? Yeah, it was Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
Do
you know I'd work that night and I didn't realise.
Oh really?
Yeah. Bro, get a call at 6:10. I think it's Extras NI called me for blue lights because this is Belfast. And I go, hello, hi. I take it you haven't looked at the road tonight, and I went,
no.
And actually went, I'll be there in 5 minutes, and I was there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, fair enough.
And they were like, it's sweet, but it's happened to me before where I missed the full shift.
Yeah, I remember that time. Yeah,
there's no fear like it because you wake up the next day and like, oh, when am I at 6 a.m. on today, hanging like Lotso bear, Lotso hugging bear, off the end of that truck, hanging off that truck, right?
Yeah.
And I go, and my eyes like me at the start of this podcast when you said it was funny that they killed Osama bin Laden's children, that I went,
I would like to address the fact that I blindly agreed to a statement that was not in that just sounded like something else. It was not my honest intentions.
the clip would be taken out of context.
That's absolutely awful that children and women were killed. However, Osama bin Laden,
here,
not a bad
couple
thing.
of those wee gunshots.
That doesn't. Yeah.
No.
I need to get a machine gun. But yeah,
not even just in the sound.
I just need a machine gun.
that's just that. How did you get a machine gun?
Just like as if you need to go get groceries.
Yeah.
Remind me here to get a machine gun after we're done here.
What are we going to Abbey Centre Nando's?
Possibly.
Because I might need to get a few gifts. It's a birthday this week.
I'd love a good Nando's.
And
haven't again send it down. I haven't had since 6 p.m. yesterday. So
that's right. That's right. I went to Starbucks yesterday. Right. Got to the I'm not a big Starbucks guy in
Never
general.
been.
But the person I was with was like, I want a strawberry. I see a refresher with lemonade. I was like, just you tell them what you want, because it was the drive-thru. I was like, just you tell them what you want. I'm not repeating that. I did. And then it was also torrential rain.
Oh, hey.
And I had to put
I dare say storms in full effect, man.
Was driving home, Brand standing in my car. Ah! Big
A what?
shout. Branch.
Oh,
Landed.
really?
Not a huge like a stick, but like it still landed on the car. I was like, whoa. So then I was like, can I have a? I also think they heard me, and I was like, do I even order here? Like, no one's speaking. And then we'll be with you in a second. I was like, right, okay. Felt a bit
Any
bad.
chance about a service here?
On Yelp, and then they were.
Have you ever had a drive-through experience where you just can't order it? Like, you're laughing.
Oh yeah. Someone
Nothing is bad.
It's even it was like even a few weeks ago. I pulled up to a drive-through, and someone just said poo, and I was just like, I'm away here. It's just so because it's like you shouldn't say that, and you know there's someone inside that's here, and you say poo, and it's so.
No, but I had it with Diddy and Artem like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we'd pulled up and we were genuinely just ordering properly. And then I was like, all right, what do you want? And there was a bit of silence. And then he was like, can I get a burger? And then it just like started laughing. And then I started laughing. And I had to just keep apologizing to the girl, just being like, you know,
I don't
want to be it. Like, I'm not, because you get people that come up and go, can I get the Travis burger and the Fortnite fries? It's like, you know, shut up.
That video of Gideon, he's like, can I get the Travis Scott burger? But I pulled up, and then I was like, oh, can I get a strawberries and cream like frap, whatever?
Deluxe, please.
I did a frap after that went straight through me. But then she was like, yeah, we've an offer on that if you buy one, you just get one free. And I was like, okay. So I was like, yeah. So there was a strawberry one and a chocolate one. I was like, I take the chocolate one. And then we got that. I don't know what they were cooking, because then I got up to the window and they're like, here's your strawberry refresher. And I was like, cheers. And then they're like, here's your strawberries and cream frap. And I was like, and then it was just like, where's this chocolate thing going? I was like, whoa. And then they were like, can you pull into the bay, please? And I was like, this is where I get shot.
I was literally thinking they come up to your question.
Pull in the bay, we're in there a couple minutes.
And then the victim of the 2-for-1 frappe.
Yeah, guy comes out and he's like, there you go. And I say to this day, it was yesterday. It was last night.
You've only said to us.
I have no idea what they're losing money. I thanked them for the offer, but maybe they saw me coming. They were like, let's get this guy a free frap. But yeah, and I barely tasted it. It sat there for ages, and then that was the end of that. But yeah, in the news this week, Bradley Cooper's
Cooper's got a big schnauzer on him.
Yeah, a bit of heat.
Bradley Cooper's going to float through the air when he smells a nice pie. Nostrils on him.
He's a big pointy nose this week. Pinocchio looking ass. Because
he's playing a Jew, folks.
Maestro, isn't it?
Where's the? There you go. Right. Say it again, because he's playing a Jew, folks. There we go. And everyone's getting annoyed. Apart from the family.
Oh, they don't care?
The family don't care.
Then why does that?
But because people are annoyed that it's a Jewish stereotype for the, but and they were like, Bradley Cooper's normal nose would have been fine, or like I'm not even a little bit of paper mache around here would have been fine, but they just went, and
But I saw
the family released a statement. And we're like, yeah, our dad literally wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, exactly. Who is the person he's playing?
He's playing. I forget his name, Bernard something. He was a composer, a really famous composer. The last score, I'm pretty sure he did, was Taxi Driver.
Oh,
really, really, really phenomenal score. But he did like all those. He did a lot of famous movies scored in the 60s and 70s, and shout out.
Fair enough. Because I saw it and I was like, what's the?
At least I think that's what it is.
Crack here, and then people were like, guys, it's probably not Bradley Cooper's fault. Like, it's probably the director. And then it was like, oh, Bradley Cooper directed it. And then
he's directed it.
Oh, we did hear this. It's probably not even the director's fault. It's probably like highlighted in the script as a writing choice. Bradley Cooper wrote the script. And it's like, it's probably the producer. He's writing, directing, producing, acting. So it's like, oh, okay. Bradley Cooper wanted a big schnauzer on him. So he did.
Yeah. To be fair, like,
I don't think
like it is a little tiny it's a little like a centimeter bigger than it needs to be.
But I also don't think it's been done with Krill.
No, I don't think so.
It's just like,
I think people also are just looking for something to get annoyed about. It's always
every single day.
Can we just like, why can't we all just get along?
Yeah,
it's
stupid.
Just shut up.
But yeah, probably won't be saying it like because I have no interest.
I'll maybe go give it a watch. See that Schnauzer in 40X.
Whoa!
Oh, smell it!
Flipping Gooey Louie. Great game.
Gooey Louie.
Yeah, you played Gooey Louie when you're younger, so you feel like Gooey Louie.
Gooey Louis.
You would, I think we played Gooey.
Sounds like a guy you went to school with, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like some guy got a big...
Yeah. Ryan, you played Gooey Lou when you were younger?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen it, never played it.
and Doggy Do? Do you remember Doggy Do?
I do.
all those
Operation,
ones?
Doing up the... What was the other one?
Mousetrap.
I think I do briefly remember Mousetrap.
Mousetrap,
Doggy
yeah.
Do's a hectic idea for a
Buckaroo,
jazz
mate.
game.
Buckaroo.
Like the
Buckaroo.
whole idea here
Get
is
that
that-
dog to shit.
yeah, get him to take a dump on your table.
Yeah.
like what's the
Buckaroo was always one of the ones that you just walked into a charity shop and it'd be $50 as a Buckaroo. You're going, right.
we haven't been to the studio in probably close to a
that's
year
right.
filming, and there was one day we went to a charity shop and I got an electronic
Yeah.
buzzer
Yeah.
game thing with all the ways in intention, like we'll do that video with
Just
that.
sitting there.
Saw it covered in cobwebs 2 days ago. I was like, yep. That was I don't even know how much it was, but I didn't
Not
care
worth it.
enough to
No.
to care. There was also Brum sitting about.
Mate.
Brum.
Where can I ask where's that Brum from? For anyone who doesn't, in the studio, there's a Brum, which is an old BBC show
Yeah.
of a car, and if you didn't watch it when you were younger, you're probably too young. Anyway, right?
No, it was mine growing up. I got it as like a Christmas present one year
Oh,
when I
nice.
was a kid.
Did you ride Brum around?
Yeah, it's like I just had like the wee like the metal bar just for your feet to like
Yeah.
push on, and then it just moved.
Fair play.
It was great.
Are they just selling Brums?
They were, yeah.
Mate,
Brum.
time to be alive. That guy got some work done, like Brum.
Brum?
Just like
I don't remember the
he
show.
sat in the shed for a wee bit.
What was-
And then when the owner went away, his lights went on, and he just was sentient.
Oh.
And he was just he took like there's an episode where do you remember this? Do you remember the ice hockey episode?
Yes.
That was of a classic where there's two robbers and Brum just like knocks him out. Little car.
Do you
Brum
remember-
goes up on an escalator at one point. Everyone's going,
a few weeks ago we talked about what the best kids
Yes.
cartoon theme was. Not and what's the best kids cartoon show? But not even like I'm talking like you're like from like 1 to 6 age.
I want to
Like the really
Thomas, mate.
really young
Thomas.
ones. Thomas.
Oh,
I'm
aye.
thinking.
Mate, sent me to bed like
I remember Pingu as well. Pingu.
another lethal classic.
Oh, was it?
No, yes.
Yeah.
See, the Penguin's voice actor died or something there.
Did I?
Rip
I
legend.
could do it. Any of us could do it. Oh no, penguins! Oh no! Oh no! Like, come on here. Is that national news, folks?
No, that's
No.
not, it wasn't. I just said
All
it.
right.
Then
Sorry, I apologise.
Shut down
I've said
London.
things
You know?
about Osama bin Laden's children today.
They walk in with the two keys, turn at the same time. They go, Penguin voice actors died.
Do you know what I
The
did?
world's on global alert.
Do you know how bored I've been recently? I woke up, sat forward in my bed, I rose like a zombie and just
Yeah.
went, I'm going to watch Inside Out in 20 minutes. And I did.
What do you mean in 20 minutes?
Like, I woke up one morning and went, I sat forward in my bed and went, I'm going to watch Inside Out in about 20 minutes. And I did.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to watch it like 400 times speed.
Oh
and
no!
the film
Oh,
was gonna
in
be-
20 minutes?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no! And I was sort of looking at it, just going, "Oh, this is fine."
Yeah, it's good.
It's not.
It's
It's
fine.
just.
Zach-
What's the best Pixar movie?
Yeah, Wally's my favourite.
I was gonna say,
Really?
I would say Wally as well. Honestly.
Wally's my favourite. I don't know if it's the best.
Top-
It's just it makes me feel the most.
Okay, top 3. Don't say them yet. We'll both have a think. I think.
Oh yeah, I've definitely got two.
In fact, we could do a tier list if you want.
Ooh.
I dare say we've
do.
run out of stuff to talk about. Let's get a tier list up.
I do love a good tier
Do
list.
you record this and then put it on screen?
Yeah, maybe.
Quick time player. We take a little break and then come back when we're
Well, I can do it now. I just need to
Can't remember if there's anything. I was in London there. I dare say.
Yes, you were.
I was having.
You're in London.
I was going to have in London.
How was that, buddy?
It was great. Went to a load of filming places. Went to the Shaun of the Dead Street. Lethal. Girlfriend didn't want to go, but 10 minutes later she's like, "Do you really want to go?" And I was like, "Let's go." Shaun of the Dead. Went to Kingsman. Did all the touristy stuff. Where's the other filming place I went to? I just like London Bridge for the 28 Days Later. Shot of me going, you know. Lethal, very much enjoyed. Shaun of the Dead, bit of the pain to get to, not a pain,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like normally we're just doing one tube to a couple of stations, 2 tubes, 1 bus, a little bit of a walk, boom. But see, when I got to that street, and I was like it shouldn't be that experience, but to me it was, because I was like, this is just a street, people live here. And then I was like, I'm just...
What was just a bit of your favourite thing in all of London?
Either the Back to the Future, the musical, or the Play That Goes Wrong, because my goodness, the Play That Goes Wrong was absolutely hilarious. Like, funniest thing I've ever seen on like stage or like any kind of arts. It was hilarious. If you're in London and you've got a little bit of money, it's not too expensive.
Yeah.
Go see the Play That Goes Wrong, because it's lethal. They're doing Peter Pan Goes Wrong soon as well. Go see that.
Peter Pan Goes Wrong being... I've seen clips, not on TikTok, where it's like...
hilarious.
Yeah.
The Play That Goes Wrong is like a murder mystery, and it is hilarious. It's like spectacular. Back to the Future as well, phenomenal. And then we went to see, we went to the final night where we just got sloshed, was we went to the Top Secret Comedy Club in London. Reached out to Vittorio Angeloni.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen lad, I'm going to London here. I know everyone's at the Fringe, but what would you recommend for London comedy clubs? Because I've never been. He's like, Top Secret. And I was like, sweet. Yep. Shout out to Vittorio for that. Got back to me pretty quickly. I was like, you know what? Fair play.
I said this last night. Victoria's
soundest guy.
Him and Joel.
So dead on. Yeah. So there was an Australian guy called Thomas Green on. He was the headliner. He was hilarious. He might be coming on the podcast. Yeah. Hilarious. He was very, very good. There was a Chinese girl on called Blank Peng. Hilarious. Like, genuinely, very thick Chinese accent. And I was going, is this going to hinder? Not at all. Absolutely spectacular. Played into the Chinese jokes, played into a lot of Chinese stereotype jokes, and you could probably guess where I'm going with that. Yeah. Yes. Hilarious jokes about eating dogs. Hilarious. That's what I'll say.
Decent.
She had very, very, very good jokes. She had jokes about she was joking about our friend was saying one of this, whatever, and then she was talking about how she escaped from China, whatever, and then being about a double agent. Great stuff. Spoke to her after. She was lovely. She was just she was handing out business cards, whatever, and then me and Kelly, who had... Right, we'll be honest, we had a couple of drinks. And by that I mean we had 3 jugs of Sex on the Beach. Yeah. Big jugs, and I was gone by the end of it. I was going, you were class. You were so good. Yeah, you're hilarious. And she's going, oh, thank you so much. I go, no, seriously, come to Belfast. You should go to Belfast. And she's going, oh, I have friends in Belfast. I really love the Belfast. I would grab her going, you should come to Lavery's, playing Lavery's.
It's because he texted me about the guy Thomas Green. You were like, he's coming to Belfast on Tuesday. We'll do a podcast.
No, on Tuesday.
Hold on a second.
In November. He's coming in November. Yeah, I hopefully get him on November. And there was a couple other guys. There was everyone had their own little shtick, which I really liked. Yeah. And I don't like to say shtick, and it's a negative. I don't like, but it was a good shtick. First guy that came on, he was 46, and he was talking about just being he's been an older dad because he is a 19-year-old, a 17-year-old, and then a 1-year-old. He had a really big gap, and he was talking about how he can't catch up to his kids anymore because he's knackered. Yeah. So he's realised that if his kids are he went for a run, he could run for 2 minutes straight. So he's realised if his kids are 3 minutes away, he'll maybe see them. And by the 2.5 minute mark, he's like, kids, don't get in the van. And then he just puffs out. Yeah. He's but the too bad, they're gone. They're gone. There was a guy who was joking about recently finding out he's bisexual and his whole family and everything like that. And he got up really close and personal to one of the audience members. You know, I'm not doing his whole routine. Yeah. He was good. And then Blank Pin, she was good. Thomas Green, phenomenal. He had everyone had 5 minutes. He had 25. Do you know, the sort of audience work was great. And then the MC, I can't remember what his name was, but he was great. Shout out. And then we went back to Spoons because London is very expensive. Yeah. We did a nightclub the first night. No. I was thinking about going to the Batman nightclub. The Iceberg Lounge. Yeah. Just having a fight or something like that. But I went, no. We went to some nightclub the first night. Very expensive. Spent 30 quid and 2 drinks. And then love that. I hate that one a lot. And then we just went to Spoons because it's cheap as chips. And I heard someone doing a Batman impression and my ears perked up. I was like, someone do Batman. I was drunk. I was really drunk. So I was Paddy over there. I was like, somebody, I didn't want that, but they were like, there's someone did Batman. So he was like, whatever. And looked around and I was like, someone did the Batman impression. Lifted up. Showed the tattoo. Place went crazy. Anyway, tier list here of picks are great trip. Shout out. Go to London. So first up here on the don't buy an ice cream from the 99 van because I'll tell you now, it's not 99. Oh no, I don't think I got 2 ice creams. Guess how much 2 ice creams were? £4. Guess how much 2 ice creams were? Walking out of the British Museum, which by the way, they own nothing. Walking out at £4.
6 or 7 quid.
Mate, if it's more than £4, there's something wrong. £10.
Just a little. £9
For 2 ice
for
creams.
2.99s.
Are you taking the mic? Are you being serious?
No.
There's
Yeah.
Two ice
£4.50
creams.
for an ice cream cone.
And I kind of looked at him with both ice creams in my hand and just had to hand him money because you can't hand the ice cream back.
You to get out of this office right now. Out!
I should have just thrown him in his
Jesus,
face and
You
walked
should
off.
have.
But
You should have.
That's
£9 for
insanity.
2 ice creams.
That's
is
insanity.
daylight robbery.
I literally said, I
$4.50.
had him. I was like, cheers for the stroke, mate, and walked off.
Did you say that?
Yeah, he did, probably. He was African, like he didn't know what I was talking about. But.
Oh yeah, fair. Anyway, first film.
Anyway,
first film. Thank you. First film on our list.
Are we going? What is it? S
I'm just
to,
going S
and
to
then
D.
there's the Shadow Realm.
Well, I have D can be the shadow.
All right, no worries.
Um.
Haven't done this in a while. Back to our roots.
Yeah.
Say
Up.
back to our roots if we created.
Up is
like
the first film.
Up's S, man.
Yeah,
S.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of S tiers
there
here.
was. Especially
God,
old school Pixar.
Toy Story 1. S.
S tier.
Toy Story 1 is in S.
Toy
tier.
Story 1
I'll
is
have
S
no
or
arguments
A.
about
Toy Story
it.
1 is S or A.
Toy
S.
like it's
an S
the
tier.
very first.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Well, we're gonna. Are we just gonna put everything in S?
no,
then?
because
Yes.
this next one's not going in S tier, in my opinion. Monsters University.
B.
But yeah,
But it's
it's alright.
I still think it's good, but it's not.
It is
not a
like it is.
classic.
It is more obviously. It's
It's not
Mike's
a
story, and
classic.
it's very well done with Mike. The scene where they're doing the real world, and Sully's trying to scare the humans, and Mike's helping him out. Great scene.
Great.
And then it cuts back to Dean Hard Scrabble. And
How do you know that? How do you know that?
and she's sitting there, Emma Thompson going, looking around,
Yeah, yeah.
and then all of a sudden the canisters start to fill up, and she's going, huh, huh, and then she's scared.
Yeah.
Great scene. Anyway, Dean Hard Scrabble. Shut up.
I just put this one in C already. I just want to know your guys' opinions. Finding Dory.
No.
I never really watched it,
No,
so but I don't really like Ellen, so you go D on that bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Finding,
Unnecessary
Finding
sequels.
Nemo, I'd have
A.
I'd have
Quite
A.
an S.
Solid A.
It's a fish, isn't it? Now, this one here, personally, I'm going A or S. I don't know what you guys think. I think you'll. I don't know. Cars 2.
Cars 2 is a C, man.
Are you out of
Cars-
your face?
Cars 2 is a
Mate,
C or a B.
Cars 2.
It's a very low
Is-
B at the highest
that's
point.
mental.
For me,
what are
it's
you
a-
going for?
Probably about a B.
Okay, well, sticking B. That's
Cars 2 is not fun, to be honest.
It's not.
It's just too long, man. There's too much going on.
That opening scene alone with Finn McMahon.
Great,
Finn
cut it-
McMahon, and he's
cut it there.
flying around the. That was like a 5-minute
Cut it
short
there.
film.
Yeah, they do that though. From the world of cars, Finn McMissa. Have that. It's so long. It's so boring. It's convoluted. The first Cars film is like, oh, Lightning McQueen, I'm in, bump, whatever. And it's like,
Yeah.
I'm just driving around, whatever. Wow. I got to pave the tarmac.
yeah.
Got to get to the big race. Oh, I did the big race, but I learned the lesson.
Yeah.
Shout out. What's the second one? International
Mission
espionage.
Impossible, but it's
Literally.
cars. That's so
More deaths
cool,
than The
though. That's
Shining. We've already
awesome.
talked about it. I don't think, which is why. See, if you look at that trilogy, I never even watched the third
I
one.
didn't watch
But
the
you see,
Neither.
well, we can't
Do you
even.
want to just stick that in D?
You
or
can't.
not?
I don't think we can stick it in anywhere if I haven't seen it.
Just put it in D. I don't
No,
know.
you can't. You can't. I haven't seen it, so
Done.
don't. Oh,
It's done.
Um,
It's in the shadow realm. Sorry.
it goes. Oh, Lightning McQueen racing. International espionage.
Yeah.
Lightning McQueen racing.
the
and teaching,
obvious. It's the most obvious.
It's the one in the
next
middle
step
that
of all
went.
time. It's
What
the
do we
most-
do there?
It's the most obvious next step of all time.
Yeah, just to go straight to.
It's Formula One, but they all the cars talk to.
Toe Mater is literally a spy mate.
To
I don't
strapped
know,
a
lad.
bomb to Big Ben, and it's gonna. Whoa.
I remember being very
I
tired.
don't know. I was like
watching
10, I was like 12 when I watched it, so I thought it was great. Incredibles 2.
C. That is a C.
What do you think?
Animation wise, it's gorgeous, and the guy that animated
Yeah,
Mr.
probably
Incredibles.
C.
See that thing that guy that animated Mr. Incredibles' penis for the entire film missed the birth of his child.
I didn't see that one.
Shout out to Pixar overworking their animators.
This one, I'm very very happy to put in an S tier, and that is Ratatouille.
Yeah.
I cannot
Yes.
remember the last time I've
No,
seen it,
yeah.
so I'll go
I
judge
can
your
agree with
guys'
that.
opinion.
It's amazing. Good Dinosaur. That's like a D
That's
or
a shadow
C,
realm.
man.
That's a
Yeah,
shadow
that's
realm.
that movie.
woeful
Stick that in
movie.
the shadow realm
Disgusting.
for free. Yeah.
Wait. Oh, sorry. I put Cars 1 in the shadow realm.
No,
that's
hey.
an S.
Hey, that's an S. I'm
That's an
sorry.
S.
People, I know probably it's an A, but for own personal enjoyment, it's an
Yeah,
S.
yeah.
Shout out.
A Bug's Life,
I cannot remember A
Yeah.
Bug's Life at
No,
all.
I can't really remember much about it.
but
It's probably fine.
But I think the reason that like we've all seen it, but we can't remember much of it, probably because it doesn't
really stand out.
it's not standing out. See, maybe.
No.
I can't.
not
I literally
horrible.
cannot
I'll
say
put it
anything.
C, 'cause
I
it's-
cannot remember watching it.
Incredibles 1. Yeah, that's
It's
class.
an A.
Yeah.
Like it's an A. Do you know what the crack is? We're so blinded by nostalgia, you don't realize how ugly that film is.
Yeah,
No,
but it
like,
was also
see, like animation wise, it's
Do you know the scene
absolutely
where
awful.
Miss Incredible's on the phone in her house, and you look at the background, and you go,
Wall-E.
S,
S tier.
come on,
S tier.
stick it in S. It should be the first one in S.
Another one that I think also should be an S is Monsters Inc. 1.
Yeah.
See, there's a problem there because you're gonna be like S, and then past
with-
2015, you're
With
gonna
2
be like,
Ds so far, with 2 Cs, 2 Bs, 2 A's, and 6 S's.
See, but I'm tempted just to watch Elemental just because for the sake of watching
I
it.
just haven't seen them all.
Also, because
Yeah.
you have that Cinepass
Yeah,
thing now,
so
you
I
might
just
as
might
well.
go see it.
Inside Out. B.
I would say B,
B's
yeah.
comfortable. Yeah,
Coco.
I can't remember much. I've never seen it.
Which one's Coco?
Day of the Dead, and they're all like, it's a wee kid with a guitar. And
Oh right, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And the only thing I know
It was
about Coco
it was alright.
I'd say-
It was okay.
I think I would say C in that I like it, but I don't think it's better than Inside Out, Cars 2, or Monsters.
Yeah, okay.
Monsters University.
The only thing I know about Coco is, you know, the granny in it, the really old wrinkly bitch. She's a real person, and Disney gave her no
Oh yeah, I remember
money
seeing
for her
that.
likeness.
Toy Story 2.
S.
Okay, fair enough. Yes.
I just rewatched it recently with Kylie. S. That is a great film.
Toy
It's
Story
better than
3.
the original.
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 2 is the best one. I'm guaranteeing you.
Fair enough.
Toy Story 3.
Imagine if Toy Story 2 did the same thing that Cars did. It was like, first one,
International
Cars, and then it's
Woody
like Mission Impossible.
Woody actually killing people.
But they could do a cool spin to
so
that.
play.
Could actually.
Nice. Strangling someone. That always scared me when I was younger. We toys are, they can see everything in his head. He like spins around and he just goes to Sid. He's like, so plain. Sid, do you know they actually permanently scarred him for life? Like,
Oh, yeah.
they've given that kid
He ended up with a
actual
mental.
PTSD.
Well, yeah,
yeah.
but it was a bin
A
man.
bin man, yeah. Which statistically are the happiest people, workers on the planet.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Toy Story 3.
A, I think.
It's not as good as the first two, but it's good. Brave.
I cannot remember the last time I saw Brave.
I think Brave is it's alright.
it's
It's probably
maybe a B.
B or yeah, probably a B. Yeah.
It's just about a mum becoming a bear, isn't it?
Toy Story 4.
It's like a B, man.
B. Yeah. It's not as good as
It's
the original.
not.
I don't think it
it's-
needs to be
it
made.
doesn't need it to
It didn't
exist.
need to-
It doesn't need to exist, and neither does Toy Story 5.
Which they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know there's going to be
But,
3 sets
but
of
you know-
different interviews. Listen, there's going to be 3 sets of different interviews from 2013, 2018 was Toy Story 4? 2019? 2019 and when like 2024, 25 or whatever. 3 different like eras of interviews of Tom Cruise being like, and then I said it, and then they said, thanks, you're done. And I went, wow, that's been 20 years of my life, and I just gone like that. And then he's going to cut to 2019. He goes, and then when you say the last line, you go, do you want me to do another one? They go, no, we got it. And you go, I'm driving in the car and I'm crying. I'm going, that's my life. It's going to be Tom Hanks.
Tom
Yeah,
Cruise
hey,
takes over his money. Hey, Buzz. Buzz.
we have a series.
Let's jump off a cliff.
No, and then there's going to be another set of him being like, and then I said it. And then that was it done. We've heard it before,
Yeah.
Tom. You just keep on coming back.
I suppose it's not his fault either, and that like they're probably like, we'll pay you.
We'll pay you 1,000 million, you know.
But I suppose the kids don't care. Like, I suppose Onward with. Have you seen it?
That's the Tom
Chris
Cruise
Pratt.
one. and
never
Chris
watched
Pratt,
it.
no.
Couldn't be
It's
bothered.
it's
Couldn't.
like a B or C.
It looks like a C to me, just in the way it looks.
I'll stick it in C because it's not better than the others. Luca, I think it's pretty good.
Is look at the one that everyone's like, if you've watched it, you're secretly gay.
That's the Sea Monster one.
It's
Isn't
the
it?
Sea Monster.
Sea
I
thing.
don't know. I don't know.
Somebody
I've watched
asked me that. They're like, "Have you seen Luca?" And I was like, "It was a girl of someone who someone we used to know."
It's alright.
And I was like, "I haven't seen it." She was like, "Okay, of course you haven't." And I was like, "What's that mean? Because you're not gay?" And I was like, "Right."
Luca, I put in B. I think it was really the animation.
The water looks spectacular.
Getting into the top 3 here. Soul.
I thought Soul was actually pretty decent.
B or C, very low
Yeah,
B, very high C.
I'll go for a B.
B. Turning Red, which I have
Is
seen.
that the period film?
I've never seen it.
Yes.
Okay,
It,
that's not even a
No,
joke.
it is.
It's literally about periods. I haven't
it,
seen it.
it is
Big Fox
C.
thing?
Yeah, Big
Yeah,
Fox thing.
sure.
C.
Was it a red panda?
Big Fox thing.
Big
Big
Fox
Fox
thing, yeah.
Panda. And the last one on our list, Lightyear.
Stick it into the shadow realm, into the shadow
really?
realm, into
Have
the
you seen
D.
What do you think? No.
Actually, it's actually one below the shadow realm for me because it just sucks pure ass.
Yeah. So our final rankings are in the Shadow Realm. We have Finding Dory, The Good Dinosaur, and Lightyear.
Right.
In this, in C, we have A Bug's Life,
Which we can't remember watching.
Incredibles 2, Coco, Onward, Turning Red.
I haven't seen most of those.
B, we have Monsters University, Cars 2, Inside Out, Brave, Toy Story 4, Luca, Soul. To be fair, if I was trapped on a desert island and said, "Here's all these movies from B, that's all you've got,"
That's not bad.
it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
A,
it could be worse.
A, we have Finding Nemo, Incredibles 1, Toy Story 3. Again, a trilogy of good movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then in S, we have the same amount of movies we have in B, actually. In S, we have Up, Toy Story 1, Ratatouille, Cars 1, Wall-E, Monsters Inc., Toy Story 2. Notice there's only one sequel in there.
There you go.
Was
There's a sequel in there, isn't it?
only one.
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
Toy Story.
Toy Story 2. And what I've left out completely is Cars 3 because
Because
none of us-
nobody watched it.
none of us
I don't
watched
think Owen Wilson watched it.
Wow.
Wow, I forgot to make this. Here, speaking of Owen Wilson movies that nobody's watching, Haunted House.
Well, that's-
Disney releasing a Halloween film in August
just
with
silly.
the actors unable to promote the film.
Silly.
The film has made £7.50.
Did you see that Percy Jackson thing?
Looks
watch that.
looks
Yeah.
tripe.
I'll watch that.
Have you seen the one the picture of Ares in the green screen?
It's awful. It's awful. But yeah, I'll watch that. I like that the kid that plays Percy
Is
Jackson.
he the one from
On Project?
Ryan, yes.
Yeah, he's the one.
I forgot I watched that. It just came and went.
He's the one that he said. There's an interview with. It's like, what do you like least about Ryan Reynolds? He's like, his face. And then all that, he's like, it's 12 at the time, so all the wee presenters like, you're amazing. And then he got
I couldn't
cast
do
by
that.
Jack.
See, there's this Barry, great show, but then you watch it. Scene in Barry where there's one of the girls is an actress, and then she finally has a sort of big break, and they run a scene of like what do you call it? What do you call it? It's what we're talking about there.
Like an interview TV. Like
Yeah, but what do you call that? The
like a press
press tour, press comp,
press
tour.
Press tour. I think.
they run like a press tour on her,
Yeah.
and it's just the same kind of questions getting asked over. It's a montage over and over and over and over and over again, and then like it's just her getting run down to the point where somebody finally asks her like, "Who do you think should be the next Spider-Man?" She's like, Ben Mendelsohn. And she's just like, and the episode's actually called Ben Mendelsohn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then it's just like, but just I can't imagine like, which is nice when you get someone like you get a Hot Ones or you get something like that where the interviewer is, or that you get BBC's Ali Plum. Very great.
Great.
Another guy, Kevin McCarthy. I don't know if you've seen him. Great, like the Holy Trinity of interviews. So when they actually ask questions, and you see the actors go, "Thank you, that's such a great question," because they've probably been getting like, "Would you join? Are you going to join the MCU? Would you play Blue Hulk? Would you play Yellow Hulk?
Sorry.
Would you play Iron Man 42? Would you play Captain Conway? Would you play
it's
Captain
alright.
Columbia?
It's alright. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's fine.
Do you know the crack is? Seeing every Avengers movie, I'm telling you, Belfast will be sweet. Nobody is touching Belfast.
What do you mean?
Like, it's New York. Like, the closest is Thor: The Dark World, London.
Oh yeah.
Where Australia and New Zealand are the most safe people in the
Yeah,
MCU.
no one's coming.
And
here
in real life as well.
No
but-
one's coming here to overthrow Stormont. Do you know what I
So
mean?
if half the people in this country disappeared, I think it would be space on the motorway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, like statistically, one of us would be, two of us probably be gone. But
There's that
know,
website.
spy
There's that
band,
website, and you just log on, or just as soon as you tap the link, it just tells you either you were spared or you were slain by Thanos, like straight away.
go, they are.
Okay.
Generally, I think of half the people. What is half? How many people live here? 1 point something million.
Yeah, a couple.
1.3,
1.5,
1.5.
yeah.
1.5 million, you drop that down to 750,000. I think the place gets along well. See, to be honest though, there'd be that one person going, "Why did the script get taken away, or why did the script not get taken away?"
Totally.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, Ryan, we'll go for you first.
All right, we'll do Ben first because he's not here.
Oh, well, Ben, you were slain by Thanos for the
Okay.
good of the universe. Ben's dead. Oh, no! Anyway.
Podcast.
1.8 million for Northern Ireland.
All right. You work out down to 900,000.
Ryan,
Easy money.
you were spared by Thanos.
Oh, I do.
Love it.
I'm feeling I'm going to be slain.
You were spared by Thanos.
Oh, come on.
I was slain by Thanos.
Right, right. So hop in the chair. Let's get going. It's
Imagine that, though. It is weird, though. Like, statistically, obviously, two out of 4 would die. Me and Ben go.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. And then you hold a group therapy session, and like, people keep telling me to move on.
everywhere I go, I see his face, and Ben Dixon spray painted on a wall. His big dome.
I want you.
He is everywhere. Like
He's everywhere.
absolutely everywhere. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But earlier this week, just to wrap us up, that Speed got his willy out on his Twitch stream.
Yes.
See that?
Yes, I did.
How I wanted to ask you guys, how would you react to that if that was you?
Start OnlyFans.
So you're
You got it. Like profit off it.
you're live streaming. Something absolutely awful happens.
I don't start thrusting the air.
How do you recover financially? I'm never going to financially recover from this.
You literally just say like, "Sorry,
Yeah.
here's
My
a
bad.
new stream tomorrow."
Whoops.
But he quit and everything. He was
He's
like,
back.
He's back. Right?
He's literally back. Literally back. Because he's probably lied on him now.
He doesn't. He doesn't. Every month something happens to him. It's either, sometimes it's not always awful. It's like, oh, he met Ronaldo and this is class. And then it's like, oh, do you see he let a load of firecrackers off in his room and then he burnt down
That
his
is one of
house.
the funniest clips ever. Do you know that when I didn't really know Sam and uni, who's shout out, like one of the things we actually bonded over was like a bunch of speed clips,
Yeah.
and it was just hilarious.
Insane.
Like,
He's an insane person.
where he's still streaming with Fire Brigade get there, and they have to put
Is
it
he?
out. Yeah, yeah. As in the camera was left on, the stream was left on, the Fire Brigade come in, you have to put it out.
Have you seen that Chris MD clip where it's like him and Rodashaw or whatever, or no, it's him and Will and E or something, or live stream or whatever, and they order food to each other's houses, and the note, there's like they leave a note for
Yeah,
the delivery, and it's like, I'm being locked in the basement, someone help me. So the police turn up to the door,
Oh my god!
and they're like, can we check the house to make sure there's no one there? Like, oh my goodness, and Will and E sitting in the background like, oh,
Did he
sorry.
order it?
Will and he ordered it. Like they were, I
And-
don't know what they were doing, but they obviously just did something, and he decided to leave a note for the driver to be like, "I'm being held hostage." But he started
The prank's not that bad. Yeah, sure.
I think the worst prank I've ever witnessed in my life was probably the tied to the table. It's not even a prank; it's just abuse. But it was bad enough. I got my
Video on screen now.
yeah, I got my. I think I had that
Yeah, you did. And he-
recently.
because-
A video.
You put it in a video recently?
An episode recently, I think we talked about it.
No, but that was all to do with the TikTok scenario a couple of years ago.
Yeah, no, it was in that video.
And do you know what it was? Do you know what it was? You being like, oh, well, there's TikTok's been made about me. Time for me to make some stuff about other people. And then instantly it was like, oh, I'm going to get the police involved.
I went to a party on Thursday night, saw... I gotta be really, 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 really careful about how I phrase this.
No.
I went to a party the other night. Okay. And it doesn't matter what party it was, it's an undisclosed party,
Yeah.
so I can't be traced.
You didn't just say you saw something Thursday night.
I saw someone on Thursday night
You weren't even at a party. Allegedly.
who was the biggest person I've ever seen in my entire life. When I tell you we had a mighty job on our hands, I mean we had a Can I put this into perspective? Gorlock. And I when I say Gorlock, fella, I mean twins. Very, 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 very similar. To the point where I was like, you will struggle to get out of here if you're not careful. Someone came up to me and was like, that's borderline, like, let's go see a doctor now type of behavior.
Who is it?
I can't.
How
I
do
don't
you-
even know her. It was a party and there was maybe 200 people there, and I did not know 95% of them. And then the girl's mentored, so she has I'm really giving away what this is. I don't really care. There's a pond near the house. Someone just fell into it. Had to go to the emergency room. because there was no lights, so you just kept walking,
And just straight to the pond.
and then she just straight into the pond and had to go to the emergency room.
In the house?
No,
Wouldn't
in
be
the
surprised,
hospital.
The back cave?
Yeah, it just, and then they had like the person had like a party house out their back, so it wasn't in the actual house, but it was like where their Xbox and like all their Xbox games where people just lifting Xbox games, put them in the pocket and walk off. Someone took COD. They're like, yeah, please.
Mate,
Take
that's
those.
why you gotta, if you're having a house party, you gotta Project X proof it
Yeah.
beforehand.
Yeah.
You move everything to like the roof space and like lock the key.
Yeah.
You lock the roof space or something.
I would,
Or you
yeah.
or you literally just go to your mate, like, listen, I'm gonna leave a bunch of stuff at your house because I don't want to get stolen. And I'll bring it back after.
Like, sure, have you not seen that video? It's like in England or something. There was like a Project X thing after lockdown, and
Yeah.
like, doors were coming off the wall and stuff, which is
Insane.
funny at the time for maybe 5 seconds. Like, oh, he's taking the door off the wall, and he's like, oh, he's taking the door off the wall. You know what I mean? And then it's
sit
like,
back and be like,
and then it's like, well, yeah, you leave tonight and you go home and you're like, oh, you wake up the next day and you go get a Subway or whatever. You're like, oh, I'm hungover.
Yeah.
No, it's the person who's like, oh, okay, my house has there's no front door, so I don't want to go to sleep in case I get burgled. Oh wait, everything's been stolen.
oh yeah, I've been burgled. Yeah.
TV's going out the window and stuff. Have you ever been to a party where there was like something that like has gone really, really, like someone's put a fist through a wall or something, or anything's gone seriously bad?
Actually, yeah.
Of course.
So I went to a Halloween party.
Methody parties here, was it?
It was actually
Oh,
a method
dear.
party.
Same
it
guy
was-
got his head put through a window in the rowing club.
No, it's we went to a Halloween party a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
It was at someone that I went to school with.
Yep.
It was at their house, and they have like this fire pit hut out the back of their house. We were doing a barbecue on it.
Yep.
And one of the guys that was there, just his jacket caught on fire from the fire pit.
Did he notice straight away, or was it like a?
He knows straight away, and he
Oh.
got up for anything really, really happened. But
Yeah.
it was because it was just, but like it's a wooden hut that we were in.
That's a good way to die.
It's a good way to kill somebody.
Yeah, it was just like because it was interesting.
I can't.
No,
I
you're not.
don't think so. Like,
Nothing off the chain.
no, apart from like one time where I was blitzed,
Yeah.
you know, passing out.
I
Thrown
once.
up walls. That is one of the most drunk I've ever been. It's one of the most
What
the
one?
drunkest I've ever been.
Oh.
Bob Ross.
Was that
Oh,
the year
yes.
over the sheets?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, at the rugby party.
Flip.
Yeah.
Can I tell a story? Have you got it?
We've told it like 40 times.
It was. I was working.
You told it like last episode,
Oh, I did tell that episode.
like 2 episodes ago.
I was working. I got a phone call. We were like, you need to come to this. Are you coming to this party? I was like, yeah. He was like, just get girly DJ. I didn't know what it was. He'd been sick up the stairs and everything. And then I just heard someone scream, someone's whining over there. me and the guy were standing there. It was Halloween. He was dressed as the Pope. And I was in my centre uniform. And I just heard someone shout, someone's been sick down the stairs. So like if you're walking down like down the wall, like a painting, and we just sort of looked at each other. I was like, it's Aaron. And then right enough, you were like, bits of carrot and sweet corn and everything.
Oh,
Hey, I wasn't eating sweet corn. It was. I think I had like I probably had like 30 drinks that night.
One of those.
One of those ones.
One of those
I was
ones.
one of those ones a little bit depressed. I dare say.
This is just after.
Just after. So
Okay.
I went drink the night away. I went watch me.
Oh, drinking that away. I got my A level results on Thursday and didn't. I got ABC, but I needed ABB for the course.
Oh,
So I first opened them and I had no emails or anything from any uni. So I was like, I haven't got into university. I was just sort of sitting in the bed like,
was the A moving image or the B moving image?
yes, I was moving image.
Shout out.
And
Thought Siobhan was telling you couldn't get a moving image.
I pulled a few strings. and
John Sia over here.
John who?
Sia.
Oh, yeah, I am John Sia.
Nice.
Do you know we always joke about John Musgrave?
Yeah.
There is a John Musgrave in Mission Impossible 3. He's the bad guy in Mission Impossible 3.
Well, John Henderson's actually the CEO of Henderson's.
Seriously?
I'm deadly serious, yeah. Because I always just add like John whatever
Yeah.
to the company name is like the CEO or whatever, but like yeah, shout out. Anyway, and then
And then all of a sudden news came through. It was like, you're doing broadcast production at Queen's, and they're like, you've 100 hours of work experience with the BBC in your third year.
Oh, nice.
And I was
That
like,
is class.
yeah,
Nice.
which is good.
Shout out. I don't even know what I do for my third year.
Set it up.
I don't even know when my timetable starts for my second.
I think I'm in on the 18th.
I think you'll come to realize it's a bit of piss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Bit of piss thing.
Bit of piss.
I was scrolling through my Snapchat.
First year, really make a lot of mates, get a lot of good friend groups.
Well, yeah.
Go out with that friend group.
Thankfully, a lot of I know maybe 3 people going away, which is good, and that hopefully a good few people. I'll go in with some mates already that are
Into the same production.
Not necessarily the same course, but more like they're just.
Well, it's good to know people
as
around,
well.
and you'll obviously be there, and you'll know people around. But make mates within the course.
Yeah.
The maybe it doesn't happen the first day. Like me and Sam became mates like 2 weeks in. Do you know what I mean? So it's like doesn't happen the first day. But I mean, even now, McGravy shout out told me it was like that's the hardest part. It's easily the hardest part, making mates, and like focus on making mates before you actually do the work. And then
we know work done.
work done. Go out for drinks and stuff, and then get a social circle going. Because see if you don't have that, it's just gonna be a pain in the ass.
We might get free drinks if we go to Nando's here.
Why?
I just have a stinky feeling.
Why?
I'll tell you about it after the podcast, so I don't want to rat anybody out.
Right. Okay.
We might not. I'm just thinking, if there's certain people. Well, if Connor Quinn's working, we're getting free drinks like that for free. And the Dolecast was being played in the Nando's staff room the other day.
Who? Why?
It was a friend of mine's friend.
Right.
And then Connor was in the staff room and he was like, the Dolecast.
Did he say it?
Yeah. And then I texted him. I was like, Dolecast's been played in the Nando's staff room. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, he's the worst person in the world ever.
I love him. I hate him, but I love him.
And then I was like, cheers. And he was like, word gets about. I was like, what does that even mean? But yeah. It's and Marty Scott won a giveaway 66.7 million followers. Did you see this? So there's a football Instagram called 433.
Okay.
They have 66.7 million followers, and they were doing like a signed shirt giveaway. Matthew Scott won it. 66 million people. That's global. Well, it's more than global. Like, but what's the population in the UK? Do you reckon? Get on that.
It's gotta be like 80 something million.
80 million.
Is it? It's not. I don't think it's 100 million. Like 80 million. It could be 100 million. Dare say.
We also had an in-depth. What is it? Do you know? Oh, sorry.
Still loading.
We also had an in-depth conversation the other day at the Hill Tavern.
67 million.
Oh well.
So Marty Scott's beat out the whole of the UK there for
fair play. Sorry, what were we talking about Hill Tavern?
And we had talked about our old nostalgic Lego sets, and I wanted to know what you think the definitive best Lego set to finish off the episode.
Is there a version button?
There was. I took it off.
Oh, damn.
What do you think the definitive best Lego set of all time is?
Death Star.
Think so?
Man, I love the Death Star.
I think that could be the most iconic.
In terms of iconic, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Death
Death
Star
Stars. Because that was also maybe the first big massive set.
That was the first big massive set I had. Like
of just like, wow.
Got that in P7, still have it. Come on. Pieces are rotting away, but come on.
Oh yeah, you touch it, it goes. Yeah.
Crinkly bits.
This here.
Oh.
Okay, it didn't really work as well as I thought it would.
You could put the mic up it.
But yeah, that Optimus Prime as well is one of my favourites. It's not my favourite of all time.
Sure.
But it's
great
Virgins.
Podcast.
And we had already discussed that we think the best Lego line of all time was the 2012
to 2015.
DC.
No, 2012 to 2014 had to push DC Superheroes line. Get in it.
Insanity.
Get in it.
Insanity.
Get it into me now.
Excellent. Imagine
you had it. Where would you go if you had a time machine? Tesco's 2012, mate.
I wouldn't even. I don't.
Just stand there.
You don't even
Smith's 2012.
I don't even have to buy anything. I just stand there.
Toys R Us 2012.
A Batcave set, mate. A Batcave set. The people love it.
Wait.
I want you.
Where's the...
What are you going for? Oh, okay.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Sir.
Oh, wrong
Every
one.
time. Lad.
I
Great.
keep that going. It's a remix, but
Anyway.
yeah. So I go get
Let's get
an
on
Nando's.
Nando's here. I'm fairly knackered. I don't know why.
What were you up to? Yeah, just working. What were you doing?
I'm working 2 jobs at the minute. So I was in the office, banging through the podcasts. Like sometimes I work down the office. Literally was working with his mum as well.
Oh, really?
Shout out.
That's right.
Literally sometimes I just sit banging out a few episodes of the podcast in the back office where nobody's there. Sometimes I'm up front. So if something's really funny, I have to pause it. I don't know what was said at the live podcast, that bomb squad.
Yeah.
Hilarious. And then what did I do after? We went mini golfing at the city side.
Oh, did you?
Oh, aye.
The Lost City or whatever?
Oh, aye.
It's a good wee spot.
I won it out of 9 people.
Serious?
Come on now. Get it.
That's, you know what?
Sure,
I respect that.
I think 48's a pretty good number for 18. I mean, some
Yes.
people got like 70. So
Was there one time we went golfing and there was a wee bit of hanky-panky going on? A wee bit of jiggery-pokery?
we talking about some
Cheating.
under the deal.
Cheating.
From
Crazy
you,
golf, a hole in one.
from you, mate, yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
You went, there's literally a video of you
I
going,
have no
no,
idea.
do you know what? I'm taking that again. And Ben goes, no. Like, he's like, actually, anyway,
Sorry, before we finish, I've one last question.
right.
What board members do you think you could take in a fight?
Literally all he is.
But like genuine, like I would kill you.
one versus 3?
Could you take all 3 of us on?
No, this is a 1-on-1.
Could you take 2 of us on?
Ben Davison plus you, any 2 years.
Yeah, but Ben Davis doesn't count. Could you take me from, sorry, eliminate Ben from all these options. No, there is video footage of Ben beating me in the Port Ross special.
Yes.
But I thought it was going to be a bit of like, we'll have a wee jokey wrestle on the beach. And they tackled me to the floor and I was like, okay.
I think I've had enough adrenaline. I could not very easily, but I would take his on. It'd be a good fight. A very good fight.
With shirts on
See if he
and
genuinely pump me full of steroids.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, I would love to. Me and Marty Scott went to wrestle at the end of the summer.
Really?
Have a boxing match, remember?
Yeah.
And then I was like, let's do it. And then he was like, you're taking this too seriously. And I went, all right, don't do it then. Right. Ryan, would you like to say goodbye to the great people of the world until next week?
Goodbye.
Because we're back. I told you, it started weekly and we've kept it up. It's a weekly podcast now, I tell you.
As it should be.
Ye are one of these girls.
All right, anything to say to the people?
Mario Kart tournament
Yes!
is on
I need to get that stuff sorted.
The 30th of August.
Yeah.
When's this going out? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
When is that?
So it'll be the 24th on Wednesday.
When this is coming out, the Mario Kart tournament, it'll be 6 days away. That's less than a week, folks, if you know your math.
Sorry.
It'll be lethal, hopefully. If you still want to enter, message me or show up at the Sunflower with a £5 note or prepare to send me £5 on PayPal. The Sunflower Bar, I'm going to say 6 p.m. on the 30th of August, 2023. Be ready to lose.
Perfect. Thank you very much for listening to the Gold Host. I will see you same time next week. Goodbye.
Dolecast, 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 Dolecast.